Okay, welcome. Basically, what this is I'm going to give you some upcoming releases that I think are worth to check. This is going to be the first half of the video. The other half of the video is going to be early access that are actually active in early access, and a couple of them are already released, but I think they're worth noting. So if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Victor's Wargaming here, uploading old stuff, war games, real-time tactics, RTS, historical fantasy, sci-fi, grand strategy, military sims. So make sure to subscribe. Let's begin with the first one. This is Battle Plan. Okay, what is Battle Plan? According to Steam, Battle Plan is a historical World War II real-time strategy game of unparalleled realism and simulation, fighting across battlefields created from real-world geographic data. That's something interesting. Let's have a look at the screenshots here. So it looks like the UI is a little bit complex. We have day and night cycles, I think. If, as it is said here, the maps are based on geographical data, this is amazing. This looks fantastic so far. A very, very big battle order, and I think this is the army composition, stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, it's looking good. Not bad. Let's see. This is going to be developed. Well, it's actually being developed by Foolish Mortals Games Inc. and is published by Slytherin. So this one looks very amazing. I just wanted you to take a look at this. If you haven't seen this, I am really hoping that in some of the fests that Steam do, they finally bring to the public the beta test or something like that. I think there was before one playtest. So let's have a look at the trailer here.
There is no room for error while history sits in judgment. Next month, we commence the operation that shall decide the course of this war. From there, we must isolate this critical sector, pinpoint the weakest link in their line, and drive through it with unrelenting force. A breakthrough here will tear open their flank and shatter their entire front. First, our defense sectors must be established. Our positions are firm. We have turned the earth itself into a fortress that the enemy shall find impenetrable. Supply lines are secured, and the flow of ordnance is constant. Every movement has been calculated, and objectives have been assigned. We have accounted for the terrain, the weather, and the enemy's desperation. We shall attack with the full weight of our resolve. Are you ready to execute this battle plan?
Okay. Another interesting thing, let's just take a look at the pencil here. So I noted that this is like they are planning to do this pencil as a mechanic in which you are going to draw your battle plan on the map. Okay. Next one, bolt action. For those that are tabletop war gamers, this one is something that you already know. This is based on the tabletop version. Obviously, it's a World War II strategy inspired by Warlord Games Tabletop Classic. This is planned to be released to be announced, nothing to be known. Still is part of the new publications for Slytherin, and it is being developed by Frag Games. Let's have a look at the screenshots here. You can see the environment is very beautiful, especially coming from a tabletop one, because you can see how detailed these guys are. They look exactly as the miniatures. And yeah, of course, because it's a digital war game, you are going to see them firing, something that you cannot do in the real tabletop. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I like how the models look. Here we have another screenshot for a firefight here, or firefights and small details like dioramas and stuff like that. So yeah, this is one of my, I'm very hyped for the release of this one. It looks so beautiful. I think this is actually, it could be a cutscene or something, but it looks exactly as what you will see in a tabletop version of the game. Okay, so this one apparently is going to have a single player according to Steam, and multiplayer. I'm not into multiplayer. You know that. It's a turn-based strategy, turn-based tactics. Bolt action to be released. Let's have a look at the trailer. Okay, that was bolt action. Next one is Wargame, another World War II. Planned release for 2026. Perhaps it's going to be released in early access. Who knows? Published and developed by the same guys, Broke Protocol. This is Invasion of Normandy to the fall of Berlin. Apparently, it's going to be the whole situation. Hybrid operational tactical wargame. Operational tactical wargame. Interesting. It has persistent and procedural 3D world. And the thing is that it looks very polygon style, low poly style. That's what I mean. And they also added this pixelated effect on the camera. So yeah, because of that, I think it looks interesting. Who knows? It could be something that never releases. I've been seeing this one stuck in to be announced for so many months. I think a year or something. And I haven't seen anything. You can see this looks like a Hoi 4 or something like that. So yeah, most of the screenshots are just it looks like it gives you the look, the feeling of a combat mission, something like that. A low poly weird combat mission, something like that. Let's have a look at the trailer.
The Allied Expeditionary Force. You are about to embark upon the great crusade toward which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you. In company with our brave allies and brothers in arms on other fronts, you will bring about the destruction of the German war machine, the elimination of Nazi tyranny over the oppressed peoples of Europe, and security for ourselves in a free world. Your task will not be an easy one. Your enemy is well-trained, well-equipped, and battle-hardened. He will fight savagely. This is the year 1944. Much upon the Germans great defeat in open battle, man to man. Our air offensive has seriously reduced their strength in the air and their capacity to wage war on the ground. Superiority in weapons and munitions of war, and placed at our disposal great reserves of trained fighting men. The tide has turned. The free men of the world are marching together to victory. I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory.
Okay, very nice trailer, very dramatic, all the stuff that they are showing here. But I think this, after seeing this, they are trying to be too many things at the same time. So what I see here is a lot of inspiration from Combat Mission, a lot of inspiration from Gravity Tactics, and I think the fact that you are able to do the grand strategy on the map, having both gameplays here. Now we're talking about inspiration as well from Total War. So here we're doing, or they are trying to do something that looks, that feels like Combat Mission, doesn't look in any way, shape, or form as Gravity Tactics, but it feels like a Combat Mission, and it has a map in that regard with another gameplay, two worlds in the same box. I don't think they are going to be able to pull that off. Why do I say this? Because I'm not saying Broke Protocol is not capable of doing this, but we have plenty of not AAA, but very, very high quality war games at this point, which are the ones that I have been talking in this discussion about Warcom Fortress Europe. We have Gravity Tactics, which is fantastic, very, very high quality, and the very famous one, Combat Mission, with all of its iterations. So if they manage to pull that off, I will say that this is going to be a low-cost war game, and if they try to sell this at the same price for the high-quality ones, I'm going to say that I'm going to pass. This must be a very, very cheap version, or option rather, if we are talking to do something clever here. So yeah, this was Warcom. So I think it's worth noting. The next one is Carthage, Bellum Punicum. I like the name Bellum Punicum because the name is Latin for the Punic Wars, the Carthaginian Wars. I can see that they have a lot of devlogs, and they have a lot of interest in the time period. They are Mind eByte, the developer. The publisher is Aquila Interactive. It is due for this year, but I don't think so. Again, they always say perhaps early access. I don't know. I haven't seen that discussion here. So this is lead Hannibal's epic campaign to crush the Roman Republic, commanding individual render legions, manage complex supply lines, master realistic real-time tactics. So it has interesting maps. Let's have a look at the screenshots. It has interesting maps. This looks quite refreshing to see this type of top-down battlefield with these small counters like this. I like the design here. It has a lot of elements in the UI that are very similar to other titles of its kind. Yeah, again, the part in which we see, actually you have the option to put equipment on each of the units. If they are going to a full historical path in here, I think they're doing beautiful things up to this point, especially in the terms of artwork. Oh, the map looks nice. I like it. It looks pretty realistic. And what I like is they are focusing on the Western Mediterranean, which is the actual Second Punic War. Yeah, here you can see a river crossing and stuff. Flag is the usual flag. I think this is an ambush. It looks like an ambush. We have major power Carthage. Selection of the troops looks and reminds of Rome classical total war. Normal, easy, total soldiers and stuff like that. Good, interesting. Oh, so if they are planning to do this thing at this scale, wow, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Maps like wooden table, very very nicely designed. They look as if you are basically in those times. But they were maps were not used in the ancient times in this time period. But it looks nice. Here we have, I think these are goals or something. Wow, a lot of tribes from Iberia. That is a good sign for this. Okay, phasing. I'm wondering, how do you manage phasing in this with these counters? Okay, the maps looks like those documentary maps. Yeah, I like it. I like the design of the map. So let's see the. I think we have a couple. No, I think we have a couple of videos. Let's have a look at them. Wait, I have to pause this because now that I see this is quite interesting. They changed here from this type of counters to this. I thought at the beginning that this was like the same small counters, but a little bit more far zoomed out, But now that I see this, they are changing the looks of it, and if they are going to do that in real time, that is going to be awesome. It's already looking fantastic because I think they could do two things. You are in here, and as you zoom in, you will see the change like this, like small individuals, or you will be able to change the looks of it. Who knows? Yeah, it might be possible, as you can see. Oh, we can see horses here. So yes. So there are two types of rendering, and oh, this is amazing. Fantastic, fantastic. Looking so handsome. Oh, the marching stance on the roads. This is another strong point here. I'm liking it. Great, fantastic. They look exactly the same. When I don't know if you know the one game that is free that I just showcased a couple of months ago in Victor's Wargaming, the one that is called War of Dots. It looks like that. It doesn't look like that, like this definitely, but it will be amazing if they make it look like this as they are showing in the thumbnail here. But who knows? Okay. Okay, so we have reached to the half of the video. Now I'm going to show you two interesting war games that are in early access. So the first one that I want to show you is Doodle Empires. I've been following Doodle Empires since like more than a year, and you can see the reviews are very positive. This guy is constantly improving the game. It's just a map painting war game. Okay, it is interesting. You can follow the YouTube channel. He's always smiling. This is Turtle Stack Games. He's the developer and he is the publisher. Now, the reason that I haven't purchased this because it's an early access, and I don't like to purchase early access because who knows? Early access can stay in early access like forever, and that's the reason that I don't like to do that. But still, I always follow this one. So you can see here, so you have the whole map, and you have like different turns, and you have this piece of paper, and in the piece of paper is indicating you do something and something, and then you draw the actual civilization here. So yeah, it's very interesting. It's very nice. You have all of the world, and it looks like a paint, the software. It's like if you are painting in paint, but create new empires, rename them, new nations, make them grow, and stuff like that. You draw cards, and the cards are going to tell you, okay, now do the growth of this other empire here. And you have this bar in here, and when you start drawing, and then this is going to be start to be depleted, and then you stop and stuff like that. It's interesting. Oh, this is these are not the these are the screenshots. So we're going to go and see the trailer. So as you can see here, it says split. This means that if you are like painting this nation, this civilization, and then it appears this card or piece of paper that says split, now it means that the civilization starts to split into different factions or separatists, something like that. Draw a new nation, like as you can see. You can see leaders, traits. What is the trait of the nation? What is the faith, the land area? See down here, political mode, fort mode, faith mode, and stuff like that. Yeah, this is Doodle Empires. So make sure to check Doodle Empires on Steam. It is already in early access. The next one is Maximilian Spee. I think they changed the name of this one. Now, this one is the Great War and is focused on naval battles, battleships and stuff. This is the era in which the battleships, the warships are battleships in this era are going to be in their rise. And what can I say? I tried some time ago with the demo version, and I'm a little bit, this is a little bit expensive. I am not showing the price because I'm not here to sell anything. Go ahead to your Steam page and take a look at the price for yourself, especially because this is not like, hey, look, this is on sale. No, I'm not doing this type of video. I'm just showing you what I think are the most interesting war games upcoming and already in early access that I think they are worth to see or try. This one is not worth to try. So I want to clarify this. Why I'm saying this? Well, I tried, I had the opportunity to try the demo some time ago. I was very excited saying, oh, okay, this is a battleship Great War, and I was looking at the screenshots and stuff. Look at this. You have the option to change each of the weapons inside the deck, on the deck. But no, the thing is that when you launch this, it's so laggy, and apart from that, the user interface is so terrible. it has so many things and you don't even understand. You can click here and you cannot move the small camera and stuff like that. And the worst thing was that I really don't know why they do this, because if this is in the same state as I tried it before, and I usually don't critique this harsh, but this one it was terrible. You were not even able to move correctly the model in here, and most of the models were not appearing in this section. The the tutorial was a complete disaster. They could fixed it at this point, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure that they've done that. The worst thing is that the whole UI, if you try to change the resolution, at least in the demo that I tried, it was impossible. And it only has 2 reviews or something like that at this point. 3 user reviews, so it's pretty it's pretty weird that they are selling this. I think this is the most expensive one from all of the ones that I have shown you here. Let's have a look at this. Yes, most of these things were not present in the demo. I repeat, I don't know if they have changed this, if right now what they are selling is actually something better of what I have tried before. But no, this was not present. By the way, in the comments, they say, oh, this thing is very, very complex. It has a big learning curve. If you like things like Paradox, you are going to enjoy this. Trust me, I love Paradox. I understand most. I say most because the only games that I don't understand from the Paradox repertoire are those that I haven't played. But I have all of the Paradox titles, and this is not like Paradox. I can understand that there's not so much to choose from if you want something in this theater, the sea theater of the First World War, the Great War. But as I said, the thing that I tried, it has a lot of flaws. Okay, so that was speed. Okay, the next one is Rus. I think all of us know what Rus is. This is the remake or the modern version of the classical Rus. One-of-a-kind real-time strategy. It's an RTS game that allows players to bluff their enemies to lead their nation to victory. The definitive edition includes all the DLCs, and it has the support for the Steam Deck. Rus, yeah, this is it. This is Rus, and here we see the screenshots. They have reworked and made a new image for the classical one. Here you can see the small pieces here, airplanes and all the stuff. New units here, you can see the units. Okay. Choosing the chapters. Yeah, from the prologue to North Africa, Italy, France, Holland, Belgium. A lot of theaters. And yeah, this is Rus, the new version. Okay, now let's have a look at the. This is the. I think this is better.
The first wave is on the beach.
Yes, share board.
Sir, we have enemy vehicles approaching Chapter Point.
We could build some more aircraft, sir.
If you know Eugene, the game developer of the Wargame franchise, this looks like that. Very similar.
Indeed.
Let's keep them busy with some W units.
Especially this part.
With some W units. Busy with some.
Yeah, especially this part. Yeah, they're borrowing a lot from Eugene Wargame.
Let's keep them busy with some W units. Spies are now activated, sir. Report the new base. Aircraft is now available.
I know, it's especially for those that remember the classical one. This is a good one. It disappeared from Steam from a lot of time. That is why this thing is so. People are prizing the return of Rus to Steam, but at this level, I think that you have a much more enjoyable experience with Wargame franchise of Eugene.
Your orders, General. Excellent. We can build our own mouse now.
Unit report heavy fire.
And last, I have War Machine Tactics here. War Machine Tactics is already released. It was released in 2014, 12 years ago. And this one, I really, really recommend it because it has a lot of the feeling of the tabletop version. It is completely based on the War Machine Tactics tabletop war game, which is a combination of like cyberpunk, like steampunk, not cyberpunk, steampunk, having a baby with like Bioshock, you know, the game Bioshock, having a baby with Warhammer fantasy, something like that. So yeah, this is War Machine Tactics. It is very loyal to the tabletop war game, as I mentioned before. It is very, very fun. You have a lot of impressive units, these huge mecha style machines. They are called war machines, by the way. And you have grid-based movement, and they follow exactly all the rules that you can find in the original tabletop version. Exactly all the rules. So you have a lot here. There's a lot of content. There's a lot of factions. You have orcs with weapons, with gunpowder weapons, stuff like that. We have robots, elves, undead, and imperial humans. There's a lot of stuff here. I really, really love this. This war game is very, very fun. So yeah, I recommend this one a lot. Oh, there's another one.
Lieutenant Journeyman Allison Jakes. This tribunal has convened in accordance with Signarin military law to assist the ongoing inquest into the unknown whereabouts of Commander Dalen Sturgis.
Commander Sturgis is dead, Your Honor. We were on our own, and every soldier had accepted his fate. We would succeed at our mission or die trying.
Okay, if you liked it, feel free to search for War Machine Tactics in my channel. I have a couple of videos that I made about the demo version, which I will recommend you to watch. And feel free to go to Steam and search for all of the options that I have given here. So, without further ado, this was Victius. See you in the next one.